Hopefully you all are ready for today's workout. It is a tough day. It's a max out Wednesday kind of day. Before we jump into the moves for today, I want to jump back into our theme this week of goal setting and how do we set goals that we can attain. So we've been talking about different characteristics of goals. On Monday, we talked about specific. On Tuesday, we talked about measurable goals. Today, we're going to be talking about attainable goals. It's good to set really lofty goals, things that you have to reach for the stars to attain. But a lot of our goals, both short and long term, we want a big bulk of our goals to be things that we know we can attain. And I'm going to tell you why. If I want to learn to play the piano, maybe I'll set, hey, for the next month, I want to practice for so long. So I decide I'm going to practice for an hour and a half every day this month. That's a lot of time to practice. And so what's going to happen this month is that maybe I practice for my hour and a half and I meet that goal. And then maybe next month it starts to dwindle. So I practice for an hour. And then the month after I practice for 30 minutes. And it starts to decrease over the course of time. I want to build on something that I can continue to increase. So if I say this month, hey, I'm going to practice for 10 minutes. And then next month I'm like, I can do a little bit more than 10 minutes. I'm going to practice for 15 minutes. That's something that's more attainable to build on over the course of time. And then what happens is our lifestyle adapts to reflect our values in that goal. So that's something really important to think about. Again, when we write goals, think attainable. Rig the system so you win. And you're going to be more motivated to write goals and meet the challenges that you write and challenge yourself to. So something to think about with goal setting. Jumping into the workout for today, the first thing you're going to do is this full squat with hamstring stretch. So you're going to reach down. I'm going to zoom through this just a little bit. You're going to do a full squat, then you're going to put your hands on the ground, and what you're going to do is drive your knees back and stand up. As you get this, you should be rounding through your low back. You should get a good stretch right through the back of those legs. Some of you might feel this in your hamstrings. Some of you might feel this in your calves. The next exercise that you have is this hip hinge. Again, I'm going to zoom ahead a little bit, but what you're going to do is you are going to work on this hip hinge. What's really important in any squatting activity is to make sure you can bend at the waist. So keeping your whole spine all the way up to your neck in line with this bat, you're going to work on bending at the waist. Then you have a side glute bridge with a sideline ER toss. So you're going to do 5 glute bridges, and then you're going to do ER toss. This is just working in a little bit of glute strengthening with some shoulder plyometrics. Then we have this lovely couch stretch. As you do this, some of you might feel it in your hip flexor, you might feel it in the belly of your quad. It's important to know where you feel it because that's your rate limiting factor, right? That's the area that's tight, that's inhibiting that motion. Before we jump into our max out, we have 3 max out moves, but before we jump into those, we got band pull aparts and no monies. Should feel this through your mid back. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do as many push-ups as you can do in one setting without taking a break. Then you're going to take a break. You're going to do it again. Take a break. Do it a third time. So all of your max outs include 3 separate sets. Now, if you're following along, you should know if I max out on the first one, my second one probably won't be as high as the first one. That is going to be a normal thing for today. Then you got a burpee, box, lateral jump overs. These are tough for me, guys. They really get my heart rate up. So I can do about 20 of these and I'm pretty gassed. My heart rate's like 180. Then you have a push up to pike up. So if you're paying attention to these moves in today's workout, a lot of them are forward, backwards movements. And a lot of them are upper body movements. And the reason why is tomorrow's an agility day. So I want to keep your legs as fresh as possible so that tomorrow we can get faster. Last exercise you have for today is this diagonal band. Again, staying out of the upper trap. We want to work that scapula upward and downward rotation. For those of you who are in the program, you know what that means. But big thing here is staying out of that upper trap. So anyways, that's your workout for today. There is a modified version of the workout, so if you need to jump into the modified version, make sure you do. Otherwise, good luck in today's workout, and happy Wednesday, everybody.